Everyone wants success, everyone craves results, and everyone yearns for that life-changing breakthrough. But all too often, we doubt the path we're on, and especially the timing of our progress. In this video, I want to share one powerful truth with you. Sometimes, the greatest achievements come exactly when we trust there's a perfect plan guiding our growth and success. What many call God's timing. Plenty of people quit right on the verge of victory simply because they lose faith in the process. We'll delve into why timing is so crucial, how it meshes with your hard work, and how a deeper sense of trust can help you keep going, even when you feel like giving up. This is not a call to passively wait for miracles. Rather, it's an invitation to combine determined action with faith that the seeds you plant today will blossom at just the right moment, if you truly give them a chance. In today's culture, speed is revered, rapid outcomes, flash successes, and instant gratification dominate our collective mindset. Yet real success often demands patience, endurance, and an unyielding will. Believing that God's timing is perfect doesn't mean you can sit back and do nothing. It means recognizing there may be a bigger plan at work that calls you to persist, even if the visible signs of progress haven't shown up yet. When you've poured your energy into a project, invested countless hours, exercised discipline, seized every opportunity, and you still see only minimal progress, you might start to doubt everything. That's the turning point. Do you quit in frustration, or do you choose faith instead? Maybe you're being prepared for something beyond your imagination. What appear to be setbacks could actually be detours, steering you away from the wrong path and onto the right one. Sometimes the situation simply isn't ripe yet. Harvesting too early just leads to disappointment, like biting into fruit that hasn't had time to fully mature. Waiting can be a challenge, especially in a society that wants everything immediately. The waiting period can feel endless. You've worked hard, tried countless approaches, and still have little to show. Doubt creeps in. But remember this, your waiting period is also your preparation phase. This is where you acquire skills, gather experiences, and shape your character. These are precisely the things you would miss if success fell into your lap overnight. Imagine a seed in the soil, you water it, provide sunlight, and from the outside, nothing seems to happen. But beneath the surface, it's growing roots, laying the foundation that will sustain it when it finally breaks through the earth. If you stop watering the seed at this point, you destroy its potential. The same goes for your waiting period. It's where you grow your own roots. You develop the beliefs, habits, and inner strength you'll need when you reach the next level. We've all heard the phrase, it's the journey, not the destination. But few people truly live by it. Achieving a specific goal is fleeting, maybe a brief surge of triumph. The lessons you learn along the way, however, can stay with you forever. If you arrive too early, you often lack the maturity or the skills to handle your success. That's why certain doors remain closed for a season. You need the discipline, humility, or wisdom to navigate what lies on the other side. Think of personal growth like climbing a mountain. You can't just teleport to the summit. You build endurance by making the climb. Each slip up teaches you caution. Each steep slope pushes you to keep moving forward. By the time you finally reach the peak, you're more capable person in every sense. Had someone airlifted you straight to the top, you'd see the view, but miss out on the transformative journey. God's timing ensures you gain everything you need on the way up, so you don't tumble down the moment you arrive. Fear constantly questions your efforts. Am I wasting my time? Will this ever work out? Fear suggests you should bail before the disappointment grows too large. Faith, however, pushes you to say, my best days are ahead. I will keep going. It turns the waiting period from a burden into a phase of anticipation. When you embrace faith, you swap a scarcity mindset for an abundance mindset. No longer do you think nothing is working, but rather, I'm excited for what's about to come. This optimistic view sparks creativity and perseverance. Fear, on the other hand, stifles growth by implying that every day without external results is a day wasted. But in truth, on those days when nothing seems to happen externally, internal progress can be enormous. Your faith grows, your character solidifies, and you learn the art of pushing through obstacles. Saying, I trust God's timing, doesn't mean relinquishing personal responsibility. Quite the contrary. You still have to show up for your life and put in the work. Each day is an opportunity to align your efforts with the future you want. If you dream of being a published author, write every day, even if it's just a few sentences. If you see yourself running a successful startup, spend time daily on market research, networking, or product development. Set intermediate goals as stepping stones toward your bigger vision. Achieve them steadily while trusting that everything will come together at the right time. Combining strong work ethic with prayer or meditation can deepen your sense of purpose. You start sensing which steps are crucial and which distractions to avoid. When every action is done with your higher purpose in mind, you waste less time on trivial pursuits and feel more at peace with the pace of progress. History abounds with tales of people who faced repeated setbacks, yet ended up shaping the world. Abraham Lincoln lost multiple elections before becoming president. Walt Disney was fired by an editor who claimed he lacked creativity. Colonel Sanders racked up rejections galore before hitting it big with KFC in his 60s. Their common thread is an unwavering refusal to see delays as definitive proof of failure. Imagine if Lincoln had concluded politics wasn't for him, or if Disney had decided that his vision was just a childish dream. Imagine if Colonel Sanders had resigned himself to a quiet retirement. We'd never have heard of them. Their stories exemplify the power of persevering in the face of delay. Each no strengthened their resolve, sharpened their focus, and prepared them for the exact moment success was meant to arrive. We often fixate on the dangers of moving too slowly, but rushing can be just as harmful. It can lead you to ignore warning signs, enter hasty partnerships, or commit to half-baked ideas. Momentum isn't the same as haste. Momentum arises from consistent effort and incremental skill building, while rushing typically lacks clarity and depth. Patience also improves your ability to judge whether an opportunity is truly right for you. If you're always in a rush, you might jump at every offer without gauging whether it aligns with your values and goals. God's timing helps you let things develop fully. Your project, your skill set, and even your environment, so that by the time success arrives, it's not fleeting, but sustaining. Another major stumbling block in trusting the process is our tendency to measure our timeline against someone else's highlight reel. Social media intensifies this, showcasing only people's brightest moments while omitting the untold hours or years of behind-the-scenes work. Naturally, you start to think, they're killing it. Why am I stuck? But everyone's journey is unique. You don't know another person's struggles or how long they toiled in obscurity. Comparing yourself robs you of peace and sows envy or despair. Instead, ask whether you're better than you were yesterday. That's the only yardstick that truly matters. If you're improving, even slightly, you're on the right path, regardless of how quickly others seem to be moving. Every delay is a chance to strengthen resilience. Maybe you're an athlete working through an injury, an entrepreneur facing a slump in sales, or a job seeker dealing with rejection letters. Each stumbling block forces you to innovate and adapt. If you're an aspiring chef and dish after dish flops, those failures might push you to refine your techniques or explore new flavor combinations. Resilience is like a muscle. It grows each time you use it. The first failure might knock you down hard. The second might be easier to shake off. And by the 10th, you understand no single flop can define your entire journey. You keep going because deep down, you know perseverance eventually overcomes every barrier. Being resilient doesn't mean you never fall. It means you keep rising until you break through. You might wonder, how can I stay motivated when nothing seems to go my way? The answer lies in part in gratitude. By focusing on what you have instead of what you lack, you adopt a perspective of abundance rather than deficiency. This shift eases the frustration of waiting and opens your eyes to the smaller wins you might otherwise overlook. Gratitude isn't complacency. You can be grateful for current blessings while aiming for bigger goals. Try jotting down a few things you're thankful for each day, be it a helpful friend, a minor but meaningful success, or simply the ability to keep trying. Gratitude fosters humility too, reminding you that success seldom comes from a single individual's effort. It's a product of various influences, help, and maybe even some good fortune. Saying God's timing is perfect also prompts the question, what can I do to be ready? Maybe you need to sharpen your skills, become better with finances, or cultivate greater emotional maturity. Use the waiting period to work on these areas. Read books, take courses, seek mentors, become the person capable of managing the success you crave. Stay alert for unexpected developments. Sometimes your prayers are answered in ways you didn't foresee. A job offer that appears less glamorous might end up teaching you pivotal lessons, paving the way for something grand. Or a rejection could free you to pursue a dream that aligns more closely with your true purpose. If you fixate too rigidly on one approach, you might miss the alternative paths that divine timing places in front of you. We've explored why God's timing matters, how waiting shapes you, the dangers of rushing, and practical steps to keep you engaged in your own journey. Now it's your turn to decide, will you walk away the moment you see a delay, or will you double down on your commitment and trust that every detour is preparing you for something greater? Commit now that you won't give up simply because you haven't reached the finish line yet. Draw up a realistic plan that aligns with your dreams, whether that's sending out an extra application each day, drafting a business outline, or dedicating extra hours to practice. Understanding that your steady effort combined with faith will eventually pay off keeps you motivated, especially on days when progress feels invisible. Even if your journey has been laden with setbacks, recall the moments you did succeed, no matter how small the achievements. Maybe you overcame a tough exam or offered a solution that helped someone else. Those experiences prove your efforts can bear fruit. Often, there was a phase of doubt or preparation beforehand that ultimately led to triumph. Reflecting on those moments reassures you that history can and will repeat itself, possibly on an even bigger scale. Next, vividly imagine the future. Picture the day when doors open wide and all your toil finally pays off. How will you feel? How will you act? This visualization not only energizes you, but also primes your mind to welcome the success you've been working toward. By painting a clear mental image of the joy, relief, and fulfillment you'll experience, you tap into a positive energy that helps you persevere during the toughest stretches. You begin living with a forward-focused mindset, refusing to dwell on the fear of failure, and instead concentrating on the excitement of what's coming. That's a vital part of trusting God's timing. You're not just waiting. You're proactively preparing for the greatness you believe will unfold. Take this final reminder to heart. Every single step, no matter how small, shapes you into someone ready to handle the blessings ahead. Thank you for taking the time to walk through this journey with me. If this message resonates with you, please show your support by liking this video and subscribing for more motivational content. Share your experiences in the comments. Have you faced a delay that, in hindsight, ended up being exactly the right timing? Let us know. Above all, write "I trust the process" in the comments if you're ready to unlock your full potential and lean on the perfect timing at work in your life. Never forget that God's timing is never off. It may not always align with your immediate plans, but it always aims for your ultimate growth. Keep working, keep believing, and expect great things. The seeds you plant today will bloom precisely when you're ready for them. And when the moment is right, stay focused, keep the faith, and never give up.